Hey, what's up everyone? Blitzball Champ is here with a brand new video here on the U to the 2. So, more Carolina Panther updates that I wanted to get into. Well, they're still kind of fresh. But yeah, Carolina Panthers made a couple of moves, mainly on the defensive side today. So let's talk about it. So I'll put a link into the description box with the updates. But let's check it out. So we picked up a pair of linebackers in free agency. First off, let's start with linebacker Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick. Um, Signed a 1 year, $8 million deal. Um, and this goes to the another article written by David Newton. But he's an outside linebacker that can get after the quarterback, and apparently he's a familiar face to Matt Rule, who used to play at Temple with under Matt Rule. So there's a history there between Hassan Riddick and Matt Rule. Played for the Arizona Cardinals last season and was able to get 16 quarterback hits, 6 forced fumbles, 15 tackles for loss, and 12 and a half sacks. So pretty good. Pretty good. I could definitely see him potentially on the other side of the linebacker core, opposite of Shaq Thompson. Looks like he can. Looks like he'll be able to do some damage, and this will definitely go a long way considering we know that Brian Burns can play that spot as well as edge rushing, and also this gives Jeremy Chin an opportunity to transition to safety, but could still play the outside linebacker position. So it gives a little bit of flexibility there, but at the same time, it gives Jeremy Chin an opportunity to transition to more of a full-time safety. But I think this is a good signing. I know it's only 1 year, but he looks like he put up some decent numbers to potentially be a starting outside linebacker, along with Shaq Thompson. So we know that Phil Snow likes to mix up with multiple formations. Um, so this is something that may be able to use to his advantage. But what's the risk? I mean, there's not a lot of risk, and Reddick has speed and flexibility, and even in one game last season, he got 5 of those sacks and 3 forced fumbles. I mean, that's excellent. And they say that he can play inside linebacker, but hasn't been successful. So it looks like if they're gonna use him, keep him on the outside linebacker position. But this signing, I'm cool with this signing. I think this is a good signing just based off of what he did last season, and he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I mean, he's a young guy. Only 26 years old. Came into the league in 2017, so still pretty fresh. Has a total of 20 sacks in his career. Played 5 years with the Arizona Cardinals. Recorded 20 sacks so far. Has 9 forced fumbles. So I mean, he's played every game. since he started his career, so he's been healthy. So honestly, I don't see this as a bad pickup. I think this is a good, solid pickup. I think he has the opportunity to be starter, and with what he's been able to do, I think he'll be good. You know, we'll have to see how this 1 year goes, but who knows? It could turn into something special. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we got another linebacker. We got Denzel Perryman, who was coming from the Chargers. Got a 2 year deal. Um, so supposedly this is another shot at trying to find a suitable middle linebacker, which I assume is what they're gonna try to have him shoot the play for. But I mean, not a lot of impressive numbers last season. But I mean, he's got a few interceptions in his career, only three. Only got 5 sacks in his career. Um, but for the most part, he's been able to stay healthy. And 28 years old, been in the league since 2015. A little bit smaller than Reddick, but if anything, I think this will probably potentially be depth. Um, what they're saying in this article is, supposedly this may be who they go with as the middle linebacker replacement. But Perryman's a run stuffer, so he's known for stopping the run, but he can be involved in the pass coverage, especially deep. I mean, after all, apparently one of his interceptions was a deep ball. So, something to keep note of. Um, he has missed some time overall, but after 2018 and going into 2019, I mean, he played 14 games in 2019 and 13 in 2020. So I mean, yeah, could be worse, but he has a chance to start fresh, and he was dealing with some back issues, but I think he'll be able to bounce back. I think he'll be able to bounce back. Um, but we'll have to see how this goes. We'll have to see how this goes. If anything, I'm looking for them to really bring some depth in the linebacking core, especially for middle linebacker. So I don't think that'll be all that we see from potential candidates to play the middle linebacker spot, whether we get somebody else in free agency or get somebody in the draft. I'm thinking probably the draft, but I mean, you still have some competition with Jermaine Carter, although I don't know if he can really play that middle linebacker spot. I mean, y'all tell me. I don't know, but I think doing what they got to do so that Jeremy Chin can really start to embrace the safety role, despite him being very versatile. I think that's the plan that they're going for, and I totally understand that. And then don't forget we got Christian Miller, who's hopefully returning. He opted out last season due to the pandemic, so he's an edge rusher that can play some linebacker as well. So if anything, I see them really adding some depth at linebacker, and this is good. This is good. They got two pieces here, so I can I can dig these two linebacker signings. Denzel Perryman, Hassan Reddick. I think these are pretty decent signings. So I mean, I understand that neither one of these two are no Luke Kuechly, but I mean, Kuechly's gone. He's retired. We got to start fresh. We got to build up a new face. So hopefully that works out. So he got 2 years. Denzel Perryman gets 2 years. We also signed a defensive end, Morgan Fox. Not a name that I'm familiar with, but he played with the Rams. But yeah, Morgan Fox, 2 year deal, 8.5 million with 7 million guaranteed. And they say he's see 6'3", 275 pounds, and in 2 starts he got 6 sacks. So I mean, it's funny. They were saying that with that plus the addition of Hassan Reddick, Carolina already has more sacks in free agency than its top two pass rushers of Brian Burns and Effie Obata last season. Ouch. But I think the only thing here is I could see this is just for depth. I mean, I think it's safe to say that we're mainly going to be seeing a lot of YGM and a lot of Brian Burns on the edge. But, it sounds like he's a good piece for depth. He really does sound like he's a good piece for depth. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to fulfill that role well, on a good rotation, you know. And it sounds like, whether they go between a 4-3 or a 3-4, um, remains to be seen how well he'll do. And he seemed to have played well, with others surrounding him. I mean, after all, you played with the Rams, so you got to play with Aaron Donald. So I'm sure that helps quite a bit. But I mean, adding him to the mix on the D line, I think will definitely work out. Let's see some of his stats. So yeah, 6'3", 275 pounds, 26 years old, so he's still pretty young. Um, but yeah, played with the Rams his entire career so far. Uh, like I said, 6 sacks last season, a forced fumble, 21 solo tackles. So I mean, according to his according to his career, I mean, little by little from 2016 to 2020, his stats have gotten better. So I mean, that's a good sign. But um, but I mean, yeah. If anything, just more depth, and I think this could work. Get him in the rotation. If it comes down to him being a starter, he can start. So I mean, that's good to know. But but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that these are you know ginormous names, ginormous signings, but they seem to be decent, and they seem to add to more depth. You know, so and one of the things I said was a big need was linebacker, especially in the middle, and looks like we're going to have some competition here. Like I said, I could see them also going to draft as well, but I mean Hassan Reddick and Denzel Perryman doesn't seem like bad pickups. So I don't know. Y'all have to let me know what you think, but they don't seem like bad pickups. Um, and of course, we know Curtis Samuel is officially out. Got picked up by Washington on what was it, a 3-year deal, so he'll be reunited with Riverboat Ron. Um, so yeah, just thought I would throw that in, but still no idea what's up with Deshaun Watson. But apparently, it's been said that he's got to deal with 2 civil lawsuits by some masseuses, so folks working in massage therapy, it seems. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm sure it's not something that you want to have on your record or something that you want to be dealing with. So, hopefully, he's able to deal with that and get through that, but that's not good. But that's pretty much all that I have. Like I said, um, still don't know what the situation is going to be with Deshaun Watson. Um, there's so many rumors going on. Things have been kind of hush hush. So if anything, it might not even be until maybe right before the draft or close to the end of this month. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. Just wanted to throw in these updates, and I know they just made official of the release of Trey Boston, so definitely cap a cap move, and they officially brought in JJ Jansen, so all that was made official. So the Trey Boston release saves another 3.55 million worth of cap. So yeah. But anyway, that's all that I have. What do y'all think about the latest signings from Carolina Panthers? Morgan Fox, Hassan Reddick, Denzel Perryman. Do y'all think there were good signings? Do you think they're bad? Do you think they're decent? Um, any free agents y'all think Carolina should go after? Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Um, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all soon. Take care. Sleep tight.